Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist news in focus.
Hello, thanks so much for joining us this week. I'm Sibel Kute. It's well known that a healthy lifestyle can reduce the risk of cancer. But what if you do all the right things and still get cancer anyway? Well, according to an article published by Cancer Research UK, evidence is emerging that people diagnosed with bowel cancer may have a better chance of surviving if they've had a healthy lifestyle up until then. The strongest indicators of surviving bowel cancer among 3,000 or so men and women involved in a large European study was a healthy weight and high consumption of plant foods.
It's never too little too late. It's obviously much better if you've been on the healthy lifestyle all along. But there is a growing body of evidence from the EPIC study, from Dean Ornish's research into prostate cancer, showing that changing to a healthy lifestyle can make a significant difference.
If you ask the average primary school student which foods they don't like, chances are they'll name vegetables. But a new healthy eating program in New Zealand is encouraging kids to eat those words. The Eat Your Words nutrition sessions have helped students in 7 Kiwi primary schools to become familiar with vegetables, fruits, legumes, grains, nuts and seeds. A part of the strategy is the finding that once kids have been involved in preparing a particular dish, they're much more likely to eat it. The next challenge is to get the message and the recipes home to mum and dad. The Eat Your Words program is an initiative of the Sanitarium Nutrition Service, which is owned and operated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Christian television is making its way to some of the remotest corners of the globe, connecting with people who might never otherwise get the chance to hear the gospel. In the South Pacific region, the Hope Channel network is expanding, with a deal being signed in Tonga for Christian programming to be broadcast free-to-air via Digicel's new digital platform. On the even smaller islands of Tokelau, one local council has agreed to allow Hope Channel broadcasts in its territory. And the Adventist Church, which operates Hope Channel, has been able to purchase a small TV station on Norfolk Island, off the coast of New South Wales. Plans and negotiations are also underway to bring Hope Channel free-to-air to the much larger viewing audiences of Australia, New Zealand and Papua New Guinea. A number of workers at a high-tech office block in Sweden have taken up the offer to have a microchip implanted in their hand that they can use instead of an access card. According to the UK's Telegraph newspaper, the chip, which is about the size of a grain of rice, allows staff to swipe through doors, access the photocopier and purchase items at the workplace canteen. Australian Christian commentator Mal Fletcher says a recent study by the Visa company found that 25% of Australians were at least slightly interested in the convenience of a chip implant when making their purchases. For some Christians, these kinds of technologies have always echoed Revelation 13's description of a mark on the hand or forehead that allows people to buy or sell. But is it a fair point to make, or just paranoia?
I think it's always smart and wise to keep our eye on what's happening around the world today, but more importantly, what does this book, the Bible, say? Does it square with what Scripture says? And Scripture says in the end of time the mark is taken by people who refuse to give allegiance to God by the keeping of His commandments.
This news bulletin is just part of the full half hour of Record in Focus. This week, James Standish speaks out on religious freedom.
But human rights should always be on the table, because as soon as you take that off, guess what? You're empowering the oppression of other people.
Trafford Fisher reveals some surprising facts about men and violence.
Men were less than half as likely as women to have told anybody about partner violence, to have sought advice or support, or to have contacted the police.
And we chat with GC statistics guru David Trim.
So atheism is not growing. Most people still feel a call towards the spiritual, towards God, but they don't want to declare an affinity with a particular religion.
You can watch InFocus every week on Hope Channel, the Australian Christian Channel, Digital 44 in Adelaide, or via our website record.net.au. Check it out sometime. Thanks for being with us this week, and I'll see you next time on InFocus Adventist News. God bless.